Can you see the screen, students? Just let me know.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, yesterday I had taken some theory at the end. Okay, so leave that. And yesterday I had informed you that okay, we'll be going up with the problems again. So this is a problem you can note down. I'll just dictate it to you. A physician purchases a particular vaccine. A physician purchases a particular vaccine on Monday. A physician purchases a particular vaccine on Monday of each week. Monday of each week. Full stop. The vaccine must be used. The vaccine must be used in the week following. The vaccine must be used in the week following, comma. Otherwise, it becomes worthless. Otherwise, it becomes worthless. Full stop. The vaccine costs. The vaccine costs rupees 20 per dose. The vaccine costs rupees 20 per dose, and the physician charges. The vaccine costs rupees 20 per dose, and the physician charges rupees 60 rupees 60 per dose. Full stop. In the past 50 weeks, the physician has administered. The past 50 weeks, the physician has administered the vaccine in following quantities. Has administered vaccine in following quantities, comma, 20 to 25 doses per week. 20 to 25 doses per week. So now this is the question given to you. So what you need to do is you need to prepare a payoff matrix first. Okay. So in the previous class, those who were not present, so we had seen one more matrix that is called as regret or opportunity loss matrix. Okay. So here we need to find out like how many doses basically he has to come up with. So here, if you see in the last 50 weeks, he has done like he has given how many injections from 20 to 25 doses. Okay, so 20 to 25 doses he has administered. So in horizontal also, in vertical axis also, we are getting 20 to 25 only. So here one is the demand here. Sorry. Okay, so if you see demand is here in this case, okay, demand is here, and order quantity, that means you are ordering as a physician. Okay, so as you are administering 20 to 25 doses, so you can take it as demand 20 to 25, and if demand is 20 to 25, I need to order 20 to 25 doses, right? So it is on the horizontal direction, the order quantity I'm having 20 to 25, and in demand, that is in vertical position or in vertical direction, again 20 to 25. Here again, like the previous problem, they have not given the probability. Okay, then they have not given the probability. So probability is 1/6 because 6 are there. So 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. 6 are there. So it is 1/6. Excuse me. If they have not given any probability, we should be assigning equal probability of happening. That is 1/6. So now if you see, I'll just explain one. Okay. With the written things, and the other orally I'll explain. But whatever empty spaces are here, empty boxes, I want you guys to fill. Okay. So here A11, that is here, this is A11. So how to calculate? Payoff is in the sense it will be total selling price minus cost price is the payoff. So if you see here, ordering, how many I'm ordering? I'm ordering 20. So how much is the demand? It is 20. So if you go back, if you see here, cost price is 20 and the physician is charging selling price is 60. Okay. So coming back here, first is the selling price. See if you see here, total selling price minus total cost price. So selling price is 60. So how many quantities I am selling? I am selling 20. So it is 20 into 60 will be my selling price minus what is cost price? Cost price is 20. And how many doses I am selling? I am selling 20 doses. So when you calculate 20 into 60 minus 20 into 20, I am getting 800. So that is 800 at A11. So if I come to A12, okay, A12. So this is the block A12. So how to calculate here? So I'll write this. Okay. So here I am ordering 21 quantities, but I'm having only 20 as my order or a demand. So demand is 20, but my quantity that I'm ordering is 21. So first selling price, again it will be A12. I'll write here A12. If I write here A12, so the selling price would be what is the amount total quantity that I'm selling? That is 20 only, because I can sell maximum as much as demand is there. So it is 20 into 60 again, 20 into 60. Okay. Minus what is the cost price? How much I'm buying? I'm buying 21 quantities. So it will be 21 into what is the cost price? 20 rupees into 20. What is the value? Calculate and tell me. Yes, students. Calculate and tell me what is the value?
780.
How much? 780. Right. So 780. So similarly, if you see here, I have put already 780. Okay. So this is what is the payoff matrix, what you need to calculate. So now tell me this is A21. It's already given as 800. A21. This is A22. So who can tell me what is the value for A22? Sorry, A31. Sorry. A31. This is A31. So and this is A41. Calculate and tell me for A31.
760, sir.
920.
760?
9.
How? I am asking A31. This one. Wait, I'll write it properly. Not this one.
So 880.
880. Okay. $880, you were telling me. How come you are getting 880? Can you explain me like this? A31. How much it is? See here, demand is 22. Order
Sir,
is 20.
920, sir. 920.
3 minus 20 into 20 is 920, sir.
920.
920.
Yes,
Here,
sir.
A31.
Yes.
No, Baba. It will not be 920. See here, I'll tell you. Here I am having 20. I have ordered 20. That means I am having 20 with me. Okay. But demand is 22. Okay. Demand is 22, but I am having only 20. How much I can sell? I can sell only 20, right? I am having only 20 numbers with me. So I'll give you an example. Like you go to a shop. Okay. You ask him, okay, I want 20 pencils. But the shopkeeper is having only 15 pencils. Even though your demand is 20 pencils, but the shopkeeper is having only 15. How many can he sell? He can sell only 15 numbers, 1 5, right? So even though the requirement is more, but I am not having it with me, right? So similarly, I am ordering only 20, but the demand is 22. So I can sell only 20 numbers. So it is 20 into 60. Okay. Minus how much I am buying? I am buying
20.
21. So it is 20 into 20. What is the value? I hope you understood.
Yes, sir. 800, sir.
800, right? So there will be no difference. So this also is 800. So next one also, if you see, the same thing will happen here. The demand is 23, but I'm having only 20. So again, the equation remains the same. So it is 800 only here. And the next also it is 800 only. And the last one is also 800. Why? I am having only 20. Even though this becomes, the demand becomes 500 also, I can sell only 20. and I'm buying only 20, right? So these equations will remain the same. So who can tell me A13 now? A13. Say I'm buying 22, my demand is only 20. So it will be 20 into 60 minus 22 into 20. So what is the value?
7.
760, correct. 760. So what is next now? A14. So go on calculating.
740.
7 740, correct. So how? I'll just explain once again. How, in the sense, I am ordering 23 numbers, but my demand is only 20. Even if I am having more also, like in the same example of the shopkeeper, if I am having 20 pencils, but if you ask 15, okay, the demand is only 15. He can sell only 15, even though he's having 20 numbers with him. He cannot say that, okay, I'm having 20, take all 20. Just don't take 15. Your order is only 15 numbers. Okay, you are given order of only 15. But even though the person who is selling you, he is having 20, you cannot tell, the person who is selling cannot tell that I am having 20, you should take all 20. He cannot say that, because only 15 you are in requirement. So I have to sell only 15. Okay, so what happens is I am selling only 20. So it will be 20 into 60 will be common. But buying here, instead of 20, how much I am buying? I am buying 23. So this becomes higher. So it goes on reducing. So next A14, who can tell me? Sorry, A15.
720.
720.
720, correct. And the last one, A16.
700.
700.
700, right, correct. So come to this A22, what is the value? A22, what is the value here? 21 and 21. So I'm
840.
ordering 21. So this becomes 21 here and this becomes 21. What is the value?
840.
840. Sure.
Yes, sir. 840.
Correct. Okay. 840. Next, 823.
820.
820. Why? If you see, 21 is only the demand, but I am buying one extra. So I have to pay for that one extra, right? So instead of 840, so 20 rupees is reduced now. So it becomes 820. So next, A24, what is the value?
800.
800. So once you understand what is happening here, no need to calculate. Now suddenly what happens is 2020 goes on reducing. So this becomes 800. Now it will become 780. Okay, then it will be 760. Okay, so now you need not calculate, because you got to know here up to a certain point it will increase, then it will go on decreasing, because my ordered quantity will become more than the demand, right? So next, who can tell me A32? A32, what will happen now in A32? I am ordering 21, but my demand is 22. What will happen now?
900.
880.
900.
900.
How come it is 900? Just check. I am ordering 21. So it will be
880, sir.
21 into 20 will be how much?
40, sir. 840.
840. Okay. Why? Because even though my order like demand is 22, I am having only 21. So I can sell maximum of 21. So this is the same equation. The equation remains same. I am selling 21 because I'm having 21. 21 into 60 minus 21 into 20. So rest all the bottom ones will become 840 only. So if you see here, from the first column, from first box, it is 800 only till the end. So from this point, so it has increased to 840 now. So it will remain 840 till the end. Because as much the order increases, okay, my buying capacity is only 21. I'm having only 21. So if it goes to 25, instead of 25 it goes to 50 also, I'll be having only 840 because I can sell maximum of 21 quantities only. So next, A33. What is A33? Value of A33?
880.
880. Because I am buying 22 quantity and I am selling 22 quantity, right? So it is 880. So next, 22 and 23. I am buying 22. My demand is 23, but I can sell only 22. So from here, it will be 880 all together till the end. 880 and 880. Okay. So next, A34.
860.
8.
860.
Can you repeat? 860.
8.
Why? Because see here, why it became 8 from 880 to 860? I'm buying one quantity more. 23 I'm buying, but my or demand is only 22. So I have to subtract 20 rupees more than whatever I'm getting because one quantity I'm not selling, but I'm buying it. Right? So next, if you see the same thing, instead of 860, it becomes 840 next. Then it becomes 820. Okay. So next here, A4, 4. Tell me A44, what is the value? I am ordering 23 and my demand is also 23. So it will be 23 into 60 minus 23 into 20. What is the value?
920.
920.
920. Correct. So again, bottom here, how much it is? I am buying 23, but I can sell. The order is of 24. Okay. So maximum I can sell 23 only because I am having 23 only. So this 920 remains the same. It becomes 920 and 920. Next, for A45, what is the value? A45. So if you see how much I am buying 24, but my order is only 23. So what will happen? 20 rupees will get reduced here. So it becomes 900 and the next would be 880 because again 20 rupees will reduce because I am ordering one more quantity extra than previous. So 20 rupees will again it will reduce. So next A55, who can tell me A55? So I am buying 24 and I am selling 24.
960.
What is the value here?
960.
960. Correct. Next here, I am buying 25, but my order, my demand is 24. So I have to reduce 20 here. So it becomes 940. So now last two boxes, that is A65. A65, what is the value here?
960.
960?
Yes.
Yes. Because I am only buying 24, even though my demand is 25, I can sell only 24. Last one, this A66, what is the value here? I am buying 25, I am selling 25.
1000.
1000. Yes, correct. So any difficulty here, anyone? How I got this particular values payoff? Okay, it is total selling price minus total cost price. Only the thing what you need to remember is how much I am ordering, how much is the demand, whether my ordering quantity is more than the demand or less than the demand. Okay, so these things you need to keep in mind. Directly you cannot substitute this 20 ka 21, 22, 23 because if you are not having quantity with you, even though the demand is more, you cannot sell it because you are not having that particular quantity with you, right? So similarly, if the demand is less and you are having more with you, still you cannot force the person who is buying it. Okay, so this is an injection, so you cannot say that I am having more injections, so you take 2 injections instead of 1. You cannot do that, right? So like that, similarly, you need to make sure that first check whether demand is higher, demand is lower, whether the ordering quantity that I'm having with me or the present quantity with me, whether it is higher than the demand or lower than the demand. So with this combination, your values will change. Whether the demand is high or low or ordering quantity is high or low. With this, the payoff matrix, this particular values what you have written here will change. So similarly, I have done it here. You can just check whether we have done it properly or no. Okay, see here, 800 everywhere, 800. That cursor, yeah, 800. So first 780, then 840, then 760, 820, 860, then all 860. So similarly here, there is a mistake. Instead of 920, it is 1000.
The probability also.
No. Probability, we are not doing it now. Okay, I'll tell you when to do it. So if required, all the values will be the same. It will reduce by the same quantity, 1/6. It will reduce by 6. If the probability is different, okay, if the probability is different than for different what you call options, then at that time you need to multiply that as well. So in this case, it is 1/6 only. So all the values will reduce by 1/6. That means you keep it the same, whatever it is, or reduce it by 1/6. You are getting the same values, right? So any doubts here, any difficulties? I think I have done some mistake here. There should be 1000. Okay, 940. No, it's correct. 948 it is. Here it was one number was having a difficulty here, and here 960. It should be 960. Okay, while typing I might have done the mistake. Fine. So I hope you know here. That's why we have done the whole thing here. Okay. So this is how you need to do. So even though this is there, so this will be 960. 960 is also 960. Then rest 880. 880 is here. Okay, fine. Whatever it is. So at the end, last this particular box, I'm having an issue. So don't write this. So I hope we have calculated the right thing here. So copy this itself. So everyone copied, you need time or you have copied. Let's move on. Yes, students, please reply. You need time to copy or shall we move ahead? Yes, students, please respond. You need time or can we move ahead?
Done, sir.
Done? Okay, good. So I'll move ahead. So with this now in your syllabus, we are having only 2 principles, but in general, we are having more than 2. That is 5 or 6 principles are there. But in your syllabus, we are having only max-min principle and min-max principle. Okay, so first take this down. Max-min principle. Write it down. Max-min principle. So what is this max-min principle? I'll just dictate it to you, write it down, then I'll explain. Okay. So the max-min principle, is for pessimistic decision makers. The max-min principle is for pessimistic decision makers who are conservative. The max-min principle is for pessimistic decision makers who are conservative in their approach, or conservative in their approach. Full stop. In this principle, minimum payoff for various alternatives, are listed, and the maximum out of those is selected for the decision. And the maximum out of those is selected for the decision. Full stop. It can also be seen as best out of worst payoffs. It can also be seen as best out of worst payoffs. Best out of worst payoffs. Right. So I'll just give you a shortcut. Okay. How to check what to do. Okay. Max min. You can see here it is written max min. So if you see here, what is being done? in this principle, minimum payoff, okay, minimum payoff for alternatives are listed and the maximum out of those. So you have to go from back, this side you need to go. First, what you need to do, you need to find the minimum of all the payoffs, then we need to get the maximum of those minimum payoffs. Okay, so you have to go from left to right. Okay, in the, as per the name is concerned, minimum, maximum is there, right? So first, minimum of all the payoffs in that particular alternative, then out of that we need to choose the maximum, right? So I hope you understood. First, maximin or maxmin, minimum of all the, sorry, maximum of all the minimums. This is what the name says, maximum of all the minimums. So first thing what we need to do, we need to find out all the minimums, then go for the choosing of the maximum. So this is a principle which will help you to take a decision. Okay, so here the term pessimistic is there, so you might have heard this, pessimistic and optimistic. Optimistic is a person who is finding good in everything, even though bad things are happening to him, so his thinking is what is good in that. Okay, so pessimistic is whatever good happens or whatever happens, he is looking at only the bad things that are happening to him. Okay, so even though many good things are happening, but he is focusing on only the bad things. So if you see the minimum part, so whatever happens, pessimistic in the sense we are finding out the bad things only. So in this case we are having focusing on the minimum only, right? So out of minimum we have to find the maximum. So that is what this principle states. Okay, now coming to the problem. So from the bookseller problem, you might have taken this down, bookseller problem. I'll go back to it again, but I've given you the matrix. So this particular thing you might see. So this is the payoff matrix which you have already found out earlier. Okay, from the bookseller problem, find out the lowest payoffs for each alternative and select the highest among those. So in the examination, they'll ask you to find out the decisions with respect to maximin, minimax. Okay, so there are 5 were there earlier, but for your syllabus only 2 are there. So I'll be teaching you only 2. So in this particular principle, what it says, minimum, sorry, maximum of the minimum. Okay, so those who were not present earlier, or just for this one, to make you understand this particular problem, bookseller problem, I'll just go back to the bookseller problem. See here, this is the bookseller problem. A bookstore sells a particular books of tax laws for ₹100. Okay, he is buying it at 80 rupees, and after 1 year the books don't hold good, so he is disposing the books at ₹30 each. Okay, so if you see here, he is buying 18 to 23 copies. So similarly, if you see for injection it was like that, or for the shots, but in this case how many he should buy? He is selling from past experience, is selling around 18 to 23 copies every year. So he should buy 18 to 23 only as per the demand. So similarly, when we calculate that, we are getting this particular payoff matrix. Similarly, what we calculated now, so similarly we have to calculate here as well. So for 18, how much it is? For 18 to 18, he is buying it at 80 rupees. 18 into, first he is selling at 100 rupees. So 18 into 100 minus 18 into 80, right? So it is, yeah, 18 into 100 minus 18 into 80, if you can see here. So it is 360, we have written 360 here. So this whole payoff matrix, I have already put it for you here. Okay, so it is here. So what we need to do? We need to first find out the lowest. Okay, so each alternative, if you see, what is the lowest we are finding? So first A1. So it is like this. So here this is A1, alternative 1. Because you are trying to find out how much to order. So this will be your A1, this will be your A2, A3, A4. You can write it down there if you want. A4, A5, and A6. So these are my alternatives. Whether I am buying 18 quantity, 19, 20, 21, 22, or 23. These are all my alternatives. This is alternative 1. 18 is the alternative 1. 19 is alternative 2. Alternative 3 is 20. Alternative 4 is 21, 5, and 6. Okay. So what is being told? Find out the lowest. So in this column, so for 18 column, what is the lowest? All the numbers are 360 only. So I have taken 360 here. For 19, what is the lowest? it is 310. So 310 is taken here. For 20, what is the lowest? It is 260. 260 is taken. For 21, it is 210. Okay, for 22, it is 160. Okay, and for 23, it is 110. So the first initial things what we have done, we have found out all the lowest payoff out of all the alternatives. So next what to do for each alternative and select the highest among those. So what is the highest here? So in out of all these alternatives, which is the highest? Highest is 360. So what is corresponding value for 360? It is 18. So we need to make sure that we should write as the maximum value is for A1, the bookseller has to order 18 books. Okay, so first all the minimum has to be written here for all the alternatives. Then out of that maximum we need to choose. That is Maximin principle. Okay, so here alternative 1 for 18 is there. For alternative 1 we are having the maximum value. So we are going with the alternative 1 for buying 18 books. So any doubts here? Any students? Anyone? Any doubts? You did not understand? You want me to repeat this? Just let me know. I'll repeat again. Okay, guys, understood? Please respond with yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is not that difficult, but only thing is what to do you should know. Okay, so if you see, I'll go back. The name is Maximin. So if I go to the second one, Minimax. So here again, max, min, min, max. Only those are there. So you should understand. I just explained to go with left to right. So you need to find the maximum of this, of all the alternatives. Then we should select the minimum of all the alternatives. Okay, so that is how we are coming to a decision in Minimax principle. Okay, I am not giving you the theory like this, Minimax. So you have understood what is to be done. You can write it in the examination if they ask you. Okay, so here directly the same problem, the same bookseller problem is there here. From the bookseller problem, find out the maximum payoffs for each alternative and select the minimum among those. So here what we need to do, we have to find the maximum, then out of those maximum we have to go with the minimum, right? So I have not put this particular thing there. So you can see for each alternative, E1, A2, tell me the maximum. For 18, what is the maximum value? Yeah, someone tell me what is the maximum value? 360. So 360 is written. Okay. Next, for 19, what is the highest value? What is the highest value in 19? Yes, students, what is the highest? Yeah, it is 380. So 380 is written. So similarly, next one for A3, it is 400. 400 is written. Okay. For A6, it is 460. 460 is written. Okay, these are the maximum payoffs for each and every alternative. So what does this principle say? So first maximum we have found out and we have to go with the minimum out of those, which is the minimum here. In this case, it is 360 is the minimum. Right. So again, as the minimum value is for A1, the bookseller has to order 18 books. So with both the principles, I'm getting 18 books only. See if you see here 18 books. Okay. So you can ask me, sir, what is the use then? If whichever principle we are using, we are getting 18 books only. So why this is happening is the values are same. Okay. The values, whatever you are getting, the payoffs are the same. And the probability is also the same. So in this case, if probability, if it was half here, okay, here it was one third, here it was 1/4, okay, 1/6, 1/8, and 1/10. If this was the case, all the values would have differed here. So if the values are differing, these particular numbers also differ. The highest values and the lowest values also will differ. So in that case, you are getting a different option. But in this case, in this particular problem, we are having the probability as same for all. Okay, so if you multiply that probability also with each and every value, we are getting the same percentage. We are reducing the that particular figure by the same percentage everywhere. So still in that case also we are getting 18 as the answer only. Okay, unless these particular probability numbers are changed. Okay, if not, we are getting the same answers. Okay, so this is how we have to solve the problem. So I'll go back to the problem again. Can anybody tell me the answers for this particular problem? So this is which one? Bookstore. Okay, bookstore का हो गया है. So next problem, if we see opportunity. So no, not this one. इसके पहले एक है. One more. Yeah. So this is a problem here. Total selling price of cost price of flower shop. Okay, we have solved this particular problem. I'll go to the actual demand here. So two things, maxi min. Okay, max min and min max. Min max. So according to these two principles, tell me what are the decision this particular person has to take out of 70, 80, 90, 100. So this will be my alternative one, A1. This will be A2, A3, and this is A4. So can you tell me with this max min principle? Okay, what is the alternative he has to go with? A1, A2, A3 or A4? So do it and tell me. So what we need to do first?
Screen
First
is
find
not
out the
visible.
minimum.
Sir. Sir.
Yes, Arshad.
Sir, screen is not visible.
Screen is not visible. Huh? Just a second. I'll just check what has happened. Just a second, students. Okay. Can you see now the screen? Yes, students, can you see the screen now? Okay, there was some technical issue. It had got cancelled. So this is the problem again. Okay, so just a second. Okay. So this is alternative one, A1. This is A2, A3, and A4. We are having four alternatives with us here. So just tell me for maxi min. I'll write it again. Max min. So maxi min principle is the first one, and minimax. MIN min and max. Sorry for the handwriting, students. I am using mouse here. Okay. So tell me the answer. So as the name says, max min, first go with the minimum, then out of minimum values, choose the maximum value. So for each alternative, what is the minimum here? It is 110. Here it is 114. Here it is 114 again. Here also it is 114. So I have to go with which one? Tell me, students, what do we need to do? Yeah, can anybody tell me what to do here? If you're not getting, at least ask me, I'll tell you the answer.
So not getting.
Not getting, right?
We have to
So,
select
in
maximum
this case,
number, sir.
so the numbers are similar, right? So in this case, if you see, probability is different. Multiply with the probability. Multiply the number with that probability here. So if you're getting 1100, multiply it with 0.3 and write the value. That is the smallest one. So here in this case, what is the smallest value? Here it is 1400. Okay. So 1400 multiply both this 1400 with 0.1 and 0.3, whichever is lowest, you need to write that value. Okay. In 90, see which is the lowest value? 1400. 1400 into 0.1, write that value. Then again 1400 into 0.1, write that value. So out of that minimum value, which is the maximum, right? That as the answer. So try. The probabilities are different here. Multiply the values with the probability, then find out the maximum value. Yes, what's the answer? Anyone?
Sir, A2.
80? Which one? For maximin? Maximin?
A2.
A2.
Yes,
That
sir.
is 80. Okay. 80 in bracket A2. Others check and tell me whether it is right answer or no. Now Purnima check for minimax. So first find out the maximum value.
So
Then
how
out
it
of
is?
that minimum value.
Sir, A1.
In this I am getting A1, that is 70. Okay. Others check and tell me whether it is the correct answer or no.
I didn't understood, sir.
Okay, fine. I'll explain once again. So maximin is the first value, right? So maximin is there. So I have told you go from left to right. So first find the minimum, then the maximum out of that minimum, right? So first minimum, what we need to do? Check here. This is alternatives A1, A2, A3, A4. So what is the minimum value in this? Here I am having 1100. A2 I am having 1400, but in two places I am having. So next it is A3, again 1400, A4 is 1400. So if you see, there are many 1400s and maximum is 1400 only. So in this case, what we need to do? So there is probability given to you, which is different. It's not same. So multiply that value. So here in this case, it is 1100. So 1100 into 0.3 I need to do and write that value over there for alternative 1. Okay, don't write 1100. The smallest value will be 1100 into 0.3. So that is the value we need to write. So for second one, what is the smallest? It is 1400 and it is at two places. So multiply 1400 with 0.1, check the value. Then multiply 1400 with 0.3, check the value. Whichever is smaller, write that one. For A2. For A3, again it is 1400, 1400 into 0.1, A4, 1400 into 0.1. Check whichever value is the highest out of the smallest one. So Purnima told me it is A2, that is 80. That's why I'm telling check. So this is the answer from Purnima. So similarly, minimax, what we need to do? We need to go from left to right. Again, that is maximum value we need to find. And out of the maximum value, we need to find the minimum. So out of the maximum, how to find maximum here? Maximum is 1400. So 1400 into 0.1 will be the maximum. So next here 80. In this case, I'm having 1600. So 1600 into 0.2. Then alternative 3 highest is 1800. So 1800 into 0.4. And the last one, the maximum value is 2000. 2000 into 0.3. So in this, whatever the value are coming, put it there. Then out of those maximum values, find the minimum. So again, Purnima answered with the alternative A1, that is 70. I hope now it is clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now whether you are getting 80 and 70. So earlier one person asked me that, okay, sir, probability what to do. So this is how you will be getting the different answer. So earlier problem, all the probabilities were same. So these values would remain the same only, even if it is reduced also. So in this case, see the alternatives, you are getting different answers now. Here it is alternative A2 we got, and in this case we are getting alternative A1. Right. So similarly, in the examination they could ask you. Earlier they could have asked for all the five different principles. Now you are having only two, so that means they will ask both the principles. So using both the principles, that is maximin and minimax. Okay, find out the decisions. So which alternative has to be chosen from this particular problem. So here it is 80 and 70. Earlier it was both we are getting A1 only, right? So in this case, so in this we got all as 800 only. That is A1, right? So sorry, not that one, this one. So we are getting 18 only. That is A1. So in both minimax and maxmin, we are getting A1 only. But here, as I went back, because the probabilities are different, we are getting different answers. Okay, so this is what is this maximin and minimax principles. So any doubts here out of these two, maximin and minimax? So any doubts you can ask me now. If not, there I think there is one more problem which we have solved. You can go to that particular problem and try to find out which alternative to choose using max-min principle and min-max principle. Okay, if no doubts, we'll stop here for the day. We'll continue again in next class. Okay, so any doubts? Anyone? I'm asking again. Please respond. Did you understand?
No, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Fine. So we'll stop for the day. We'll continue in the next class.